What's up, folks? Your boy Paul back in the building. How you guys are doing? Psych. So I'm playing with 6 card spellbooks because I want to have fun. And the version I'm playing is Reaver build because I think this build is still fun. It's aggressive. It fits my style because, again, as you can see how my fire fits, how it works is that it's very aggressive slash passive, but at the same time, though, I like to be aggressive. I like to be like, yo, I'm gonna do all this while you get to do 1% of damage, stuff like that. So, anywho, I will be fixing this deck up. I will try to break this deck to where it could be compatible at 60 cards. Now, cards that I might cut out this deck or cut to 1. Most likely is going to be either the, I think, Chariot of Prophecy, because he's just very, hold on, Prophecy, because he just seems very, I don't know. I mean, he's good when you have the dead masses and you want to get the blue boy back, which is not bad. But then again, you're open to other, ways that you get killed. Now, reason why this deck. Now, the reason why I'm having problems with the deck is that I'm still learning the deck piece by piece. Now, once I break the deck, it's gonna be like muscle memory to me. But yeah, so let's get to the match. So I'm going against Sharks. Yes, Sharks. Very interesting. Very interesting deck. Now, I don't like Justice. I really don't. I mean, Justice needs to be, I don't even know, like, she needs to be a special summon or send herself to the graveyard. So at least you're able to activate Tower. But even though, well, yeah, I wasn't able to activate Tower because Justice banished herself. So now I need to make a comeback go happen and stuff like that. So pretty much this deck is very, like, you really have to think, and which is scary for me because for a person who's been doing the fire for stuff like off rip like this, it's like, whoa, I haven't think to play Yu-Gi-Oh in a minute, unless it's like in tournament. But towards the end of the day, it's all about having fun. So I do a very unsafe play. Because if we would have had MST on the field, I would have lost. So my Prezi is sharp, but even though I already have a way to come back. So get all the pluses, get Reaper because he's strong enough. Get another stall haul and just like, yo, Reaper's cracked. And pretty much right here, this is game right here because he can't deal with stall halls. All the halls next game. Now I know you guys like to see how I do, OTK combos and stuff like that. So now this is against Herat Gishkis. Now, if I was in an opponent's place, if you know you're in a losing position, why do you reveal that to me? Like, really, like, if you know you're about to lose, if you knew I had Spirit in my hand, why are you giving up information? Now, if you would have set a couple of back rows, if you would have tried to bluff me out, I would have been thinking like, alright, I need to start locking these cards down. But because he didn't do that, it was an easy win for me. Flawless victory. Game 2. Again, folks, know how to bluff your opponent. If you know you're about to lose and you need to rely on bluffing, just do it. Do it, cause you will never know what will happen to the player. You would never know. I wouldn't even know. Shoot, I bluffed with double MST, and they got me the win because he was just that scared. Like, if you know how to play the mind game very well, you should be able to win. Now, at YCS Atlanta, hopefully you guys are not going and listening to my strategy. I will be playing mind games. because I know how to add pressure to the opponent. I really do. Now let's get to the match right now. Right now in this situation, going to Crimson Blade was a really good play because it bought me a turn. But now I have to pray to hope that he doesn't M7 board, because if he M7 board, I have 3 dead cards in the field. 3. So he goes to Beetle, gets rid of Crimson Blader, and puts back the Kraken. Now this is where the turning point actually starts to happen. I'm gonna go run in, get Bear, run over the Beetle, and now since I was able to do that, I still have the element of surprise because I have 3 formations that he does not know what I have. So I Tiger King M7 because Tiger King won't get like main phase 2 bounced. And then since I had the Tensin, he raged on me because he can't come back from me. He can't. Alright, so here's another game. This is the game right here. Now this is the game. This is a deck that I should be focusing on. I should be putting all my forward attention to, because fortunately I have a bad hand. Do you see that? Now what can I do with this? I could just scoop right now, or just play it out and hope for the best. Who knows? Now, towards the end of the day, you don't wanna gain that scooping habit. If you scoop every single time, you're gonna end up scooping at regionals or even YCS or even worlds, saying, "Oh yeah, I lost, man. I can't do anything about it." You don't know. If you're not in your opponent's head, you're tripping. So you see, because I set these back rows, he wanted to start us, and now that bought me a turn because now I get to make a little comeback going on. But fortunately, when I went for the Tenki, he had the MSC. Like the best around. So I'm gonna activate Tenkin because I don't want to reveal that I have Tensin at the moment. So he's either Drago Sat and he's either try to pop Prince, and I activate Tenkin in response because again, he doesn't know what is my background. Now he should have figured that out because again, if my background didn't do nothing to you and started to do something once I had a beast or a monster on the field, you should know there's formations around. Now the reason why I went for Circle and I went for Snake because I need to start gaining hand advantage. And I need to start going with Zedso because there's no way I could hold this up any longer. The longer I take, the increased chance of me getting killed. Now I don't know why he went for title, because he could have just saved it for Drago Sack / Big Eye play. But because he didn't do that, now I'm able to come back a little bit, gain some ground, get back Leopard, and I'm gonna go for Wolfbark, go to Tiger King, get Tensu, and now I have a board now. Now you see this, folks? This is the definition of a comeback. So I'm gonna let you guys know this. Remember, don't ever give up unless you know you're not coming back. Unless you know your stacking cards, unless your stacking rate is low. Now in my head, I'm like, all right. My stacking rate with Spirit in my hand was either Tenki, Onslaught, or Transmodified. And well, you know, the stackiness was real.